Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Saturday, January 11th. We got two NFL games, wild card weekend. We're supposed to have seven NBA games, but unfortunately, three of them have been postponed. So we do have four NBA games. We'll be mixed and matching with the NFL props. But let's get started with NFL. We got the Baltimore Ravens going against the Steelers, and then we got the Chargers versus the Texans. Personally, money line, I do have the Ravens and Chargers winning these games. But it should be a good game. I hope it's not a blowout. Let's get started with the Baltimore Ravens. And the only one Raven I have that I like is Henry. I do like Lamar Jackson, but all his props are juiced over right now. They're too high. The lines are high, and I really don't want to take them under, especially given it's a playoff game. But for Derrick Henry, I think he's the best Raven to take. And for him, plays very, very well against the Steelers. Rushing yards, you can take it. As you can see, it's a popular play. Almost 200,000 people are on it. I do like his rushing yards, but I'm personally going to be taking his rush and receiving yards, which is at 109.5. You can also look into his receiving yards. He is a running back, obviously, but once in a while he gets one or two receptions a game, and he's only at 6.5. As you can see, the past five he's gone over 405. Past 10, he's gone over 7 of 10. Against the Steelers last time out, he had 27. So he averaged about two receptions a game. Doesn't get much yardage, but as you can see at 6.5, a little bit too low if you want to take a chance on it. But overall, his best prop will be his rush and receiving yards at 109.5. He can cash that on rushing yards alone. Last time against the Steelers, he went off for 162. He averages over 100 yards rushing. So, given it's a playoff game, definitely going to be running the ball. Obviously, Lamar's going to be doing his thing, but I think Henry is the best, least safe bet to take for the Ravens. You can also look into Mark Andrews as well. Second prop I'll be taking is Matt McConkey. Big player for the Chargers, number one receiver for the Chargers. Receiving yards is in play. I like all his gobbies, different payouts. Wish to take him. He's going to be heavily involved. But for that, I do like his fantasy score, which is at 16. Has touchdown potential. I think he's going to score a touchdown. He's going to get over 60, 70 yards pretty easily. Receptions will be there. He's at 6 right now. I think that might push. Overall, he's going to have a good game, which is a big factor while I'll be taking his fantasy score. But his receiving yards is also in play. Next one is CJ Stroud. And I'm actually going to be taking his passing attempts, which is at 34. Got some push equity. Like I mentioned, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. So if they're behind, CJ Stroud's going to throw the ball. So I'm going to be taking his pass attempts at 34. Past couple of games, he hasn't gone over, unless obviously he didn't play a full game against Tennessee. Given it's a playoff game, he's going to throw the ball. So I'm going to have CJ Stroud going over on passing attempts. Brings me to my fourth option, and that is Herbert. Justin Herbert. Passing yards, pass completion, and fantasy score are all in play. I personally like his pass completion at 20.5. I think they're going to get an early lead. He's going to be throwing the ball. I think he's going to go over 20. Mine's at 20.5. I have him in the mid 20s, so the projections are good. BG Fantasy likes it over as well. So pass completion, this is probably going to get bumped to 21.5 closer to game time. Fantasy score is also in play. Overall, I think he's going to have a good game. And passing yards is definitely in play. If you want to play it safe, you can take his Dobby as well. And my last prop for NFL will be Calvin Austin for the Steelers. Lions way too low. He's had two receptions. I'm definitely taking the over. I'm projected to get 4 or 5. Last time out against the Bengals, didn't really play much. He averages about 3 to 5 receptions a game. I'll be taking the over. They're going to involve everybody. The only way to stand a chance to beat the Ravens. Pretty sure the Ravens are the favorites. But I think the Steelers are going to involve everyone to help out Russell Wilson. So Calvin Austin will be one of them. The Lions way too low at 2. Worst case scenario pushes, but I think he gets about 3 or 4 receptions. That's probably my sneaky pick for NFL. Let's head on over to NBA so you guys can mix and match between these NFL props. NBA, first one I'll be going with. I did post my day one of the Latter Day Challenge. It's actually a sleepers pick, and I did post that on my Instagram and Twitter, so you guys can follow me there. But I'm gonna mention Anthony Simmons. I did take him on my latter day challenge. I was able to get him at 20 on sleeper. Here's at 20. I do have him going over. So you can take his points. You can also look into his Gabi at 15.5. Either or is good. I think he's going to go over his original line. Past 10 games, got over 8 of 10. Matchup is there going against Miami. They're short-handed. Size is not really a factor for Miami, so I think Simmons should have a good game and score about mid 20 points, 20, 25 points. Second leg I'll be taking is Jalen Green. I know a lot of people are on his points. Or should we just move him out? I believe that's one of the games that got canceled. So Jalen Green is out of question. Let's head on over to Morant. Definitely have his Gabi at 17.5. His points has been bumped. Last night it was at 20.5. It's all the way up to 22. I'm going to take his Gabi in a separate slip, 17.5. If you want to take a full game prop for Morant, it's going to be his points and assists, which is at 29. Going against Minnesota, it should be a competitive game. So hopefully we don't have any blowouts. Big reason why a lot of these slips have not been cashed into the full is because of these NBA blowouts. Seems it's been a trend this whole season. Fourth leg I'll be going with is Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson's going to be popular if you look at all his past 5. He's green. He's going to regress a little bit, but I still think he's going to have a good game, given it's going to be a competitive game against the Timberwolves. I am going to take his Gabi at 15.5. But personally, I took his assist on sleeper. Obviously, it's not here on Prize Picks. Getting some good value on other platforms. You gotta check other platforms. I know Prize Picks is number one as far as apps, but there's other better lines on other platforms. But for here, we're gonna take his points and assists. You can get this on points alone. Last one is Tobias Harris. And only thing I like from him is his assist, and it is at 2.5. Definitely be taking the over on that. You can play safe and take his Dobby. I have him projected to get 4 assists against Toronto. He is at 2.5. Might be taken off the board soon, or if not, bump to 3. But right now, 2.5 is good value. DG also likes it to go over as well. Points and assists is also in play if you wish to take that. But these are the props I like for NBA today. Obviously, Jalen Green is the Houston Rocket game just got postponed. Simmons, Morant, Jackson. These are 2 options for them. And then I do like Tobias Harris. So mix and match with the NFL props. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. If you want my exact same slips from other platforms and Prize Picks, I do have a Discord. The link in the description below. Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Have a great day and see you guys in the next one.